Alright, so I am here tonight for Funny Drunk Night at Cedar Point. I've heard, because there's only been one night of it, the first night, everything was walk-on. So, Steel Vengeance and Maverick walk-ons, yes please, thank you. I want to lap those rides tonight, because I never get to ride those. Even when I used to work here, I did not get to ride those. Simply because they always had a line. There was very few days where I actually got to lap those rides. So I'm actually very excited to do that and to also consume alcoholic adult beverages. Sounds like it's gonna be great. But first, let's get some Magnum done, some Gatekeeper, maybe a night ride on Millennium. Nighttime-ish. It won't be night by the time the park closes, but it'll be close enough. It'll be a little bit light outside still. Alright, then after a ride on Magnum, heading over to Gatekeeper. Yes, this is my favorite coaster in this park. Call me crazy all you want, but I love me a good B&M wing coaster. They're one of my all-time favorite types of coasters, if not my favorite type, honestly. They might be. I just love the idea of just sitting off the sides of the track. Like, it's just so cool, and this ride just looks beautiful. I absolutely love it. Alright, so I just got off of Gatekeeper. Like I said, still my favorite in this park. I absolutely love the wing coasters. Like, they're just always my favorite in every park that's not Dollywood, because for some reason, Dollywood's Wild Eagle is just awful. But every other wing coaster I'm on, they're my favorite in the park. Like, Holiday World destroys everything at Holiday World. Six Flags Great America destroys everything at Six Flags Great America. For me, Gatekeeper kind of destroys everything in this park for me. I just love wing coasters so much. Blue Streak was closed earlier, but the app said it was open. I'm gonna see if the wait's not too long, I'll do that. Then I'm gonna do Millennium before Funny Drunk Night starts. Okay, so Blue Streak's not long, it's just one train. That pretty much almost guarantees, maybe it's a little longer than I thought, never mind. That guarantees I'm not going to ride Millennium. So, if I want to ride Millennium tonight, now's the time. Alright, so I just got off of Millennium Floors, and now it's time to head to the Funny Drunk event. I think I have to exit and then re-enter. We shall see. Alright, it is time for a Funny Drunk event. Alright, so it seems like this event's gonna be pretty cool. Got the map, got the hat, got the lanyard. I just went with the basic package because I'm like, money. Not that I'm low on money, I just don't like spending it. I'm very much a cheapskate. So I'm like, basic package for sure. But let's see what this is all about. Probably get a couple of drinks. I don't drink too much, which is also why I didn't get the bigger package. If you don't know me, I pass out after like 3 sips of alcohol. But Steel Vengeance Night Ride though? So I come around the corner and I'm like, oh, scare actors. Because I've done, are we sure this is not Halloween? I think this might be Halloween. I think I went to the wrong event. There's fog, chainsaws, and fire. This is Halloween. Okay, everybody getting food, so it do be Steel Vengeance time though. Okay, so they're just sending people through fast lane. And I asked about the hat, because I'm like, is the hat gonna go just tuck it inside your shirt? Okay. Okay. Alright, so I just got 2 rides on Steel Vengeance in the back car, one in row 11, one in row 12, and it's so weird that this ride is so much better in row 11 and Iron Gwazi is so much better in row 12. Which is weird because they both use the Gen 2 trains. I'm very much convinced that the Gen 2 trains are different on this one than they are on Gwazi. Like, the seats feel different. Like, the shin guards are much more up against your legs on Iron Gwazi compared to this. There's a lot more leg room. So I'm convinced those trains are slightly different because they ride different too. They feel different. I don't know how much different they are, but they definitely feel different. I'm very much convinced that they're different trains. To some regard that they're different. Anyway, Maverick opened. It was closed for a little bit. But yeah, there's not many people here, as you can see. This is gonna be a good night. I'm gonna get a ride on this since I did not get to ride it during the day. It's actually the one big coaster I'm missing from today, other than Dragster, but we will not be talking about that. And then maybe time to get some food and alcohol. Alrighty, so I just took a second to last row ride on Maverick, and I absolutely love that. I'm so glad it's not Velocicoaster. I hate Velocicoaster, and I'm taking this time to promote my hate for Velocicoaster. It is a bottom 10 coaster. Anyway, Maverick though, really good. Love that ride. Aggressive airtime, aggressive laterals. That's all I want. Literally all I need. It's a fun ride. Absolutely love it. I think I actually prefer Steel Vengeance more now. But, hey, this is a close second. I actually really, really like this.
Let's go roll over.
Alright, so I was just walking to get food tickets and forgot Cedar Creek Mine Ride is open. Doesn't look like it's open. It's very dark, but it is. I may have been the only one on the platform, and there's nobody up there. Moral of the story: there's nobody up there. Like, they're running one train, and the lifts keep turning off, so you can't even hear if it's moving. So I walked up there thinking I was gonna get turned around, thinking the ride was closed. Nope, it's open. Just nobody's riding it. Okay, now let's get funny food. Alright, so I got my food tickets. They had a deal for $40 where you get 3 food tickets, 2 drink tickets. I think that's a pretty good deal. So I'm gonna search around, see if anything, any of those must-haves on the menu. Drinks here, they come in, well, at least some of them come in this mason jar, which I would like to keep, but I guarantee you I cannot bring this on the airplane because I am not checking any bags. So it's going in the trash, is basically what I'm saying. Yeah, it's going in the trash. Ice Cube though, funny glow up ice cube, that's mine. That's mine. I'm keeping that. I'm also a little bit tipsy. Yeah, emphasize on a little bit. I still got one more drink ticket. It'll be fine. I'll be fine. Everything's fine. It's good. Alright, so first food item is the chili, the farmhouse chili. This looks very good and maybe will make me less drunk. Is that a good thing? Actually, no, if I haven't ridden Vengeance yet, that's not a good thing. But, haha, I have another drink ticket. I will be very hammered when I ride Vengeance. Don't worry, y'all. Vengeance will become my #1 by the end of the night. Alcohol will allow that to happen. I was gonna do a speech, but s'mores. Just s'mores. Alright, next up is the mac and cheeseburger slider. Actually very curious about this one. This seems actually really good. And then this will be the last food item, and then one more alcohol, and then Drunk Vengeance. Alright, so that slider was really, really good. Now it's time to destroy my liver with one more drink. Hey, I'm getting what I paid for. Alright, and the piece of resistance, the apple butter tea in a booth. I actually might be able to get this onto a plane. Because I can say it's not a cup. It doesn't look like a cup. It just looks like a souvenir. Maybe? We shall see. I'll bring it in the luggage and I'll see what happens. Holy crap. So ended up the night with 4 more rides on Steel Vengeance and a ride on Maverick. Holy crap. Okay, it may have, I mean, I'm sober, pretty sober now. Even the last few, even the more sober rides on Steel Vengeance at the end. The midnight rides though, what? Okay, I think this is actually my favorite ride in the park. I think I like it more than Gatekeeper, and I hate to say it. But the thing is that it's very situational love for this ride. It's so situational that it's just not consistent. It's because it's just so bad during the day, like this ride. It's just so bad during the day. But, oh, it's actually good tonight. Like, the airtime's insane. Drunk Steel Vengeance feels like Iron Gwazi. Drunk Iron Gwazi is too much to process. So, I mean, if you want Steel Vengeance to be on Gwazi tier, have a bit of alcohol first. That will put it on the same tier. If you don't have a little bit of alcohol, it's still good at midnight, but it's not Iron Gwazi. It's not Iron Gwazi. It won't ever be Iron Gwazi. But that was really good. I actually highly recommend this event. Like, this is some of the most fun I've ever had at Cedar Point. And if you know me, I love Cedar Point with a passion. There's some things I absolutely hate about the park, but there's not a lot. Mostly it just involves me with what I had to deal with working here. But as a guest, I think this is one of the best parks. I think I might put this as my favorite park in the country again. It's a debate between this and Epcot. There's such different experiences that it's hard to really pinpoint which one I prefer. But it's up there. It's neck and neck with Epcot. And I think, honestly, this event is really good. There's only one more weekend of it, so 2 more days. But this is the best thing Cedar Point has done, like, in terms of events. This was such a smart idea. Like, this is just such a good Cedar Point vibe, is a 21 plus event. This is just really, really smart, and it just works for Frontier Town so well. You just have this, Wild West kind of, food and drink festival, and then you got a couple of the rides. Like, you got Maverick, you got Steel Vengeance, you also have the Mine Ride, Wave Swinger, and Skyhawk, which, this is just, there's nobody here. It's a good excuse to get on these rides. You don't even have to really drink. Like, even if you're against drinking, but you're over 21, it's still worth going, because Steel Vengeance. And like I said, Steel Vengeance is so hit or miss. Like, it's just a bad ride in the day. Like, there's no sugarcoating it. It's bad during the day. Like, it's awful. At night, it gets good. The only time you can really ride it this late is during Halloween, but at Halloween, it's so cold that the ride is running so bad. So, I swear this is probably the best thing they could do for this park, because it's the only time you can actually ride Steel Vengeance when it's running stupidly fast, outside of, like, maybe mid-summer day rain rides. Like, but that's coincidental. Like, you can't bet on getting a rain ride. This, you can bet on being here at midnight and riding it at its full speed. Absolutely, and not having to wait for it and just lapping it. I got on it 7 times today. Like, this is ridiculous. This is the coolest event Cedar Point has ever done. Like, absolutely in shock. This is amazing.